Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Let's Play FB Games. I'm a little bit pissed off. Yeah, it's not been the best of days today because I think it was it was yesterday. Yesterday, Xbox decided to update their Xbox One, obviously the home and everything, with a new guide. I'll show you what I mean here. There's a new guide now on the side of the thing. You have to go to all these different places instead of doing it on the home menu. But yeah. What sucks now is I can't stream off of Twitch, which means I can't fucking do the NXT TakeOver prediction stream that I was planning on doing today, and the WrestleMania 33 prediction stream, which I was planning on doing tomorrow. And that really fucking sucks, in my opinion. And, but, I'm going to do a prediction video. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be an NXT TakeOver Orlando predictions video. I'm just going to talk about my predictions and why I'm picking them, sort of thing, whilst playing for the main event, as you can see on the screen, Nakamura versus Bobby Roode. I tried streaming with the Beam Pro, which is a new way of streaming on Xbox now, and I didn't fucking understand it at all. First of all, it didn't even tell me if it was streaming. Well, it told me if it was streaming, but it didn't tell me how good it was, what the quality and everything was. Second of all, it didn't fucking... I don't know if it saves my streams after I've done them. Like on Twitch, I got it on past broadcasts where it saves my stream, and I'm not sure if Beam Pro does that. And if it does, it'd be great if you guys could tell me if it does or doesn't. If it does, good, I'll stream with that in the future. If it doesn't, then this is going to be the new way of me doing the predictions videos heading through 2017 and into 2018. And number three, I don't know if they're uploadable to YouTube. So even if I did do them on Beam Pro and they were savable, like they could go on the past broadcast like they used to do on Twitch, I still don't know if I can upload them to YouTube from Beam Pro. So hopefully I can. But again, that's gonna be stuff I need to look into, and I'm not really in the mood to look into it right now. I'm just kind of pissed off, to be honest. I tried streaming with Twitch as well, but it didn't work, obviously because the snapping up feature is gone now. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be talking about my NXT TakeOver Orlando predictions whilst playing for this match between Nakamura and Bobby Roode. For anyone who doesn't know, this is going to be the main event come NXT TakeOver Orlando, which takes place tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. So, the first match, I'm going to do it in the order of the matches I was going to have on my stream. Give me a second, I'm going to turn this down because it's not really needed. It's not really fucking needed. I'm fine with talking without any commentary. Oh fuck, he's got me in the lock. So I'll probably concentrate more on this match, to be honest, than actual me talking. But I'm going to try and concentrate on me talking because that's the main point of this video. So the first match I was going to do was I was going to do the triple threat elimination tag team match of the NXT Tag Team Championships. And that, if you guys don't know, is between the Authors of Pain, who are the current NXT Tag Team Champions, DIY, who are the former NXT Tag Team Champions, who Authors of Pain beat for those tag titles, and then of course the Revival, two-time former NXT Tag Team Champions, and they're also in this match as well. And it's lagging a little bit. I think the match is lagging quite a bit. I'm not sure if it is. Maybe it's the custom arena. Maybe it's the custom character. I don't know. But anyway, it felt like it was lagging a little bit there. But regardless, that's the match I was going to start off with. And what I was predicting was I was predicting Authors of Pain to win it because I feel like DIY have already held the Tag Team Championships, and as have the Revival. The Revival have held them twice. And those are two teams that will probably go up to the main roster the night after WrestleMania, in my opinion. And if they don't, I'll be a bit surprised. But honestly, I think DIY and the Revival will head up to the main roster. I'm not sure which brand they'll both be on, but I just don't see them regaining the Tag Team Championships. I see the Authors of Pain holding them for a long time to come. And then when they drop them, they'll go up to the main roster as well. But my prediction is the Authors of Pain. And honestly, I think that it's going to be the Authors of Pain eliminate... DIY eliminate the Revival, and then following that, Authors of Pain will eliminate DIY to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. This is really fucking stupid. I wish I could stream this shit. But regardless, I can't, unfortunately, which really sucks. So yeah, that's my prediction for the first match. I'm going with Authors of Pain to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Now, the next match I had on um my stream plan, I guess. It's not really a plan, it's just the order I had the matches in. The next one was I actually try to remember now offhand. I think it was Andrade Cien Almas against Aleister Black, or as more people will know him, Tommy End, who is making his debut at NXT TakeOver Orlando. But yeah, my next match was going to be Aleister Black versus Andrade Almas. And honestly, I think this is, I think it goes without saying, Aleister Black will win, mainly because it's his debut on NXT. Well, it's his debut in NXT, sorry, not on NXT. I'm fucking stumbling all over my words. I'm sorry, guys. But, yeah, I think that Aleister Black will get the win. Nothing against Almas. I honestly think Almas is a pretty good wrestler. Him and Strong, the match they put on back at NXT Takeover San Antonio, the night before the Royal Rumble, was an incredible match. A really hard hitting match, and Almas had a good performance in that. But Strong came out on top, and I don't think the WWE have any long term plans for a push for Almas. And honestly, Tommy End is one of the best independent guys, and he was at the UK tournament as well. He had a match against Neville. So I'm going with Aleister Black simply because I think the WWE see more potential in him, and also it is his debut. So yeah, Aleister Black will be my prediction. I don't know how many people will go for Almas, but honestly, I don't see Almas winning it under any circumstances. But I could be wrong. NXT have proved me wrong before. I predicted back at NXT Takeover Toronto, I predicted Shinsuke to retain against Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe won the belt back. And again, I predicted Shinsuke to retain at San Antonio against Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode won the title. So I could be wrong, but I don't feel like I'm wrong with this one. I feel like it's going to be a victory for Mr. Aleister Black, or Tommy End, as more people will know him. Double R spinebuster there. But anyway, my next match was going to be the NXT Women's Championship match. Asuka, the record-holding NXT Women's Champion, will be defending against Ember Moon. And I've not really, like I said, I've not like I said. I'm going to say it for the first time. I said it in previous videos though. I don't really watch much NXT. I was going to try and get into it, but I just haven't really done it. After WrestleMania though, I'm going to try and properly watch NXT. I've got the WWE Network, so nothing's really stopping me. It's just, I don't know. I just haven't got around to watching it yet. But yeah, Ember Moon versus Asuka. Don't want to go off topic completely. Fucking hell, that was right in my face. Asuka has held the title now for around a year. Ember Moon, I think it's pretty new. She debuted at the end of last year, as far as I'm aware. And honestly, I think it's time for a new champion. Asuka needs to come up to the main roster, which I think she'll do the night after WrestleMania, like a lot of other NXT talents. Not sure what brand she'll join, but I think Asuka's going to come up to the main roster night after WrestleMania. If she doesn't, I'll be surprised. Again, same with DIY and Revival. So in that match, if you can't guess already, I'm picking Ember Moon to become the new NXT Women's Champion because I feel like the NXT definitely needs a new Women's Champion. After that fatal four-way at San Antonio, I think that was Asuka's last title defense, successful title defense. I think we just need a new NXT champion to keep things fresh. Asuka's been defending it most of 2016 and parts of 2017 so far, and she's done a hell of a job. But I don't see her holding it past Orlando, to be honest. That's just me. You guys can predict what you want. If you guys have certain predictions that you want to share with me, then feel free to put them in the comments. I'll take all predictions. You guys can predict who you want. These are just my opinions and predictions. You guys can disagree with me as much as you like. But anyway, yeah. So Ember Moon is going to become the new NXT Women's Champion in my opinion. I think Soldier's going to probably disagree with me on that opinion. If you guys don't know Soldier, he's a stream viewer who, well, not watches because I can't fucking stream anymore. Watched every single one of my streams. But now that fucking Twitch has been fucking taken down on Xbox with the snapping app and everything, I can't stream on Twitch. It really sucks, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, that's my prediction. Ember Moon. I've said that about 3 times now, but Ember Moon will become the new NXT Women's Champion. Up next, I had the well, actually, it's eight mixed person tag. I had it as a 6-man tag because you can't have mixed person tags, and you also can't have 8 people on this game. but I had it as a six-man tag. It is an eight-person mixed tag. It is Ty Dillinger, No Way Jose, Roderick Strong, and Ruby Riott going to be taking on the team of Sanity, which, of course, Eric Young, Killian Dane, or Big Damo, as more people will know him as, Alexander Wolf, and Nikki Cross. I'm going with Sanity because I actually like the group Sanity. Again, I've not watched much NXT, but I watched the promo with Ty Dillinger and Eric Young from San Antonio, and I also watched the San Antonio NXT TakeOver special, and they put on a good match. And Sanity seemed interesting to me. I also watched the NXT Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way, like I said, and Nikki Cross seemed like she had an interesting moveset to me, despite the fact that she was taken out of the match a little way into it by Royce and Billy Kay, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay even. But yeah, regardless, I think Sanity is really interesting. They're an interesting group, and I think WWE see that as well. I think WWE are gonna, well, NXT, sorry, are gonna push them a little bit, and I honestly think, yeah, Sanity are gonna get the win over Strong and Almas and not Almas. I'm fucking losing my mind. Strong and No Way Jose and Ty Dillinger and Ruby Riott. That's just me though. Maybe they'll get the babyfaces to have a win because it's WrestleMania weekend. I don't know. I honestly hope they don't go down that route. But anything can happen in the NXT. I was gonna say in the WWE, but this is NXT. But anyway, my final match prediction now, of course, is a match that we're seeing on the screen play out whilst I'm talking about this. It is, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura once again challenging Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. These guys had a match at San Antonio, and it was a pretty decent match. I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty good match until Shinsuke injured his knee. That kind of pissed me off because he's a king of strong style. He wouldn't go down to a knee injury and lose the title, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. So Nakamura versus Roode. Honestly, I don't know what I don't know what NXT are planning with Nakamura. I don't know what WWE are planning with Nakamura. I feel like what they're going to do is they're just going to give Nakamura the belt for a third time just to surprise us and have Nakamura be the first three-time NXT champion. I feel like that's what WWE are going to do, but I don't think that's not what I'm predicting. I'm predicting that Bobby Roode will retain the NXT championship once again. Well, I say once again, he's not even retained it once yet, but he did retain it, I guess, against Cassius Ohno. But anyway, Bobby Roode, whether it's by disqualification, pinfall, count out of submission, he's going to keep the belt. He's going to beat Nakamura, or at least maybe not beat Nakamura, but retain the belt against Nakamura in some form or fashion. And then Nakamura, hopefully, I'm not sure if he will yet. I don't know if WWE want him to come up to the main roster yet, but hopefully he'll come up to the main roster and he will fucking wow fans. Hopefully he'll go to Raw because I feel like Raw would suit him better, and he's got potential matches like Finn Balor again, Samoa Joe again. There's a lot of names he could wrestle with on there, but then again, if he goes to SmackDown, it could be John Cena, AJ Styles. Those would be some intriguing matches. But regardless, I think that Bobby Roode will retain the NXT Championship, and I think that Nakamura will come up to the main roster. Or if maybe not the second bit, but I can fucking dream. I still think Bobby Roode's going to retain the NXT Championship. So those are my NXT TakeOver Orlando predictions, guys. I don't know how you feel about who you're predicting in the pay-per-view. That's if you're interested at all in any of this. So in my altogether my predictions, I'll put them in the description as well. But in my whole prediction thing, I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here, but basically all my predictions in order as I've predicted them out of this. So Authors of Pain will retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Aleister Black or Tommy End will beat Andrade Cien Almas. Ember Moon will become a new NXT Women's Champion and she'll defeat Asuka, obviously. Following that, that'll be a win for Sanity in the 8-man mixed person tag team match thing. They'll beat Dillinger, Strong, Jose, and Ruby Riott. And in the main event, as you can see on the screen now, it's going to play out in the replays. This is exactly what I think is going to happen. Maybe not exactly like this, but this is what I think the outcome will be. I think Bobby Roode will retain the NXT Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. As much as I like Shinsuke Nakamura and I'd love him to have a championship again, I'd rather have him on the main roster where he can wow a lot more people and just get pushed in WWE. Hopefully he'll get pushed towards a title immediately. Not as quickly as Balor, but immediately. Maybe over a few months. I'd like that very much. But regardless, that's going to be the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. That's my NXT TakeOver Orlando predictions. I know it's not as good as the stream, or in my opinion, it's not as good as the stream. I prefer streaming all these matches and telling you how I feel about them throughout the matches. But regardless, this might be how I have to do it from now on until I get used to the Beam live streaming app, or if I even use it. It'd be great if I could speak, wouldn't it, guys? But regardless, that's my NXT TakeOver Orlando predictions done. I'll be doing WrestleMania predictions. They'll be uploaded tomorrow. I'm going to do 2 parts for that. In part 1, I'm going to be playing Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton in the background. In part 2, I'm going to be playing Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg in the background. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. 2 parts of WrestleMania predictions tomorrow because it's 13 fucking 13 matches is just a bit overkill, to be honest. That's just my opinion. 3 of them are taking place on the pre-show. But regardless, that's going to be it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.